I mean, last year most improved player was wasn't it Randall, Julius Randall?
Yes.
Yeah. So
Julius
I
Randall
think
was balling over there.
I think he might get it again.
He's gonna be the D Rose.
He's gonna be the first back-to-back most improved player in the history of the NBA.
So
this nigga approved again. I never got my predictions out if we tied to Kyrie or not. I'm never tied to Kyrie. I don't know. I just can't be tied to Kyrie. It won't happen. It just won't happen. He can do whatever he wants. I'm never tied to Kyrie. And the crazy thing is, I'm not even the biggest fan of him. I think he's good. I want to see him really be good. I want to really see him do his thing and reach his potential and play all the games. And I hate the fact that he a headache, but I ain't tired of him yet. So let's go, Kyrie. Or are they going to trade your ass somewhere, man? All right, so preseason awards and our predictions. Here we go. All right, so we got the most valuable player, of course, MVP prediction. We got the most improved player. This should be very interesting. Then we got the defensive player of the year, of course, the coach of the year. Then we got the Eastern Conference champions and the Western Conference champions. And let's go. So, I mean, before we get into it, I'm gonna let you know, Eric left a message. He said his predictions. Eric said MVP, Luka. Most improved player, Terrence Mann.
Oh yeah.
Defensive player of the year, Kristaps Porzingis. Okay. Coach of the year, his boy Billy Donovan. Billy Boy. Eastern Conference, you know who he picked. This is Eric. Papalaya. Eric Papalaya is going with the Bucks.
Okay.
Western Conference. Oh my God. I can't believe he did it. He actually picked the Warriors. And the champs, the Warriors. That guy went all the way out. Shouts out to Eric Papalaya. Hey man, we miss you
feeling
tonight.
Okay?
I know you got to take care of your business. Eric, do your thing. These are Eric picks. Now let's get right into it. We're going to start off with Carolyn. Carolyn, are you ready?
Yeah.
Let me know, please, your prediction for the most valuable player.
I'm going to go with Luka too.
Bang.
And I know I was saying the last podcast, I had Giannis, I had Durant, and I had Luka. And I couldn't make up my mind, but the more I've been thinking about it, I'm gonna go with Luka.
Okay, so back-to-back European players. You know, we had Jokic.
Yep.
Giannis, Finals MVP. Now we got Luka Doncic. JoJo, your prediction: most valuable player next season, 2022.
MVP next season. Too early to call it. Like I wouldn't even try to make that prediction now because a lot of things could happen in this league.
Well, that's why it's called a prediction, Joe.
Right. But I would have to start seeing. I would have to see more of what's going to happen. So
then it ain't a prediction no more, Joe. We trying to predict what you want to see right now.
Let's see. I'm gonna go all the way completely in another direction and say that the MVP will be possibly, depending on how well he plays, might be Donovan Mitchell.
Oh.
Yeah, that one came way out there.
Yeah, that's way from the other side, right? Like, somebody from that Utah squad.
That was sitting on the toilet for 20 minutes waiting. That one came way out.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Mitchell.
Mitchell.
Okay.
A lot of suspense right there. A lot of suspense.
We're going to put the suspense music behind it. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, dun. Should have that one out. Pass that. Whatever that is, nigga. Pass that.
He has no faith. He
bypassed KD. He bypassed LeBron. He bypassed Giannis. He probably passed even Jokic.
Yep. I could have said, okay, give it to Jokic then. Whatever. You know.
You could have said it. All right, but that's your prediction. I ain't mad at you. Felix.
Too late.
Out of the East,
Okay,
out of the East, my squad, Brooklyn, they're gonna actually win that game against the Bucks. Kevin Durant's toe will be behind the line. And we'll move on. We'll move on to the Eastern Conference Finals this year. You know, this year we're definitely gonna do that. That's what I feel like. In the West, it's it's tough, but it's between the Lake Show and Golden State, and I'm really of the mind state. If Clay is in fact coming back with them, and they're firing on all cylinders, that could be the thorn. That could be the thorn in the Lakers' side. I'll tell you this: the West, who's going to come out of the Western Conference Finals is going to be interesting to watch, because there's the two teams that are expected to be up there at 1 and 2, and then there's a couple of others that could mess around and pull a Bucks move in the West.
Well, that's the point. That's the point. So you got out the West between Lakers and Golden State. Oh, nobody ever give Phoenix no love. Phoenix is
no. Phoenix
Clippers is not even getting no love. Is it because
I would if we knew Kawhi was coming back, but I don't think he will.
I might pull up Durant. I think he's gonna be out for a minute. All right, so Joe, since you went on to the Eastern Conference, West Conference, you might as well go on and spit out your most improved player and defensive player and coach of the year.
What are the other two, like coach of the year?
Yeah.
I'm gonna come back to you. No.
Check it out.
Tell us his MVP.
Okay, I mean the other one is coach of the year. Steve Nash.
No.
No way.
No.
That's if Kyrie let him coach. You know that, right?
That's if Steve Nash would tell D'Antoni to shut the hell up.
I'm giving it to LeBron already.
Get him off that damn step.
Off rip, LeBron, coach of the year. Oops. PM of the year.
Jason Kidd.
All right. So who you got, man? For like you got most improved defensive player of the year.
Defensive player of the year. Wow.
It's almost like who cares, right?
It's gonna be a shot, but it's gonna be a shot blocker. You know what?
Gobert.
The Eiffel Tower could be one of them. You know,
goofy.
Could mess around and be my, just because because I'm just Brooklyn fan, and even though this guy no longer plays for Brooklyn, they might give the young boy Jared Allen a look if he keeps blocking shots the way he has.
Mm-hmm.
He could be defensive player of the year.
There it is.
Ben Simmons if he played somewhere.
Hey, if he listen, that's who I'll give most improved player to. Most improved player will be Ben Simmons if he decides to get on the floor and he takes like 5 shots the whole season. I will give him most improved player. Shoot the ball, man. Shoot the ball. I'm rooting for you. If you start shooting the ball the way I saw in them YouTube videos, right?
All right, and now we got Coach of the Year. Coach of the Year. You said Steve Nash. All right, so we're going to pass that over to Felix.
That's that whole selection over.
Yeah. Felix, you heard JoJo's pick. You got MVP, Donovan Mitchell. MVP, Luka Doncic. Not bad choices. Who you got MVP?
My MVP will be KD this year. I have KD as my MVP.
Look at him smiling and shit.
Sure.
my most improved player, I will be R.J. Barrett from the New York Knicks.
Oh, that's not bad.
R.J. Barrett.
He better be the most improved. But right now, they've been kind of shitting on him, and he actually
Obi
wasn't
Toppin.
bad.
Yeah.
He actually
Obi
wasn't bad.
Toppin. Obi Toppin.
He's not a
You
starter.
can pick a lot of guys from the Knicks that could end up being most improved player.
Yeah, not true, but when you think about it, I mean, last year most improved player was wasn't it Randall, Julius Randall?
Yes.
Yeah. So
Julius Randle
I think
was balling over there.
I think he might get it again.
He was come in at D Rose.
He's gonna be the first back-to-back most improved player in the history of the NBA.
So
Like this nigga,
so yeah.
approved again.
We are goofy today.
Yeah, that's because JoJo lit the room up on fire. Yeah, JoJo tripping. So when we at? We at the most improved player, Felix.
So yeah, R.J. Barrett, defensive player. My defensive player of the year would be, I would say, Giannis will be my defensive player of the year.
Giannis be getting his busted.
D-boy.
Because he's not going to get MVP, probably. That's why.
Yeah, well, exactly. I don't think so this year. My coach of the year, I would say Billy Donovan from the Chicago Bulls. So I'll say him also, Billy Donovan. Eastern Conference champs. I mean, I would. I'm going with the Hawks. My Eastern Conference champs.
Nice.
Oh.
I'm going with the Hawks.
My man, Mr. Icy Trae Young.
I'm going with the Hawks. My only reason for that is just because I just like the overall shape of the team. You know, they have a good starting five, and their bench is also equally matchable. And I think what we've seen this year in the playoffs, especially, it's how much the importance of a bench. You know, if you don't have the starting firepower, and that's why I'm picking the Lakers coming out the West.
Told you the Lakers are going to be great. The Lakers are going to be great to watch, and we're going to find out very early on if they're going to be that runaway train that people think they might be, because they really could be that runaway train. They really could be. I know it'll be fun to watch when those guys are all hot. When all of them are hot.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man,
I have them winning the West too. I got to support the elderly.
Yeah, I mean,
since I'm almost middle-aged.
All right, guys. We all are almost middle-aged, I think. Felix, you look the youngest here, man. You might be the baby of the group.
Yeah, 28.
Oh yeah, definitely.
You're 28?
A couple of decades behind.
I'm lying. He over here lying. He's trying to keep it nice. 48.
Anyway.
Yeah, Marcus, he's pulling out the African. Marcus, I cannot fake my birth certificate if I was born in Vienna. So, hey, if I was born in Africa, okay. You made that joke, though. You made that joke reference, but it is not, it is something that you always have to be careful and watch for because, it is true that Africans do have a tendency to play with the birth certificate. So that's something.
But is it also true that a lot of them don't even really know? Or is that yeah, so.
Time for me to take a trip to Africa.
Man, let me fuck around and give me a Nigerian passport that says like I'm 17 or some shit.
I'll be playing European basketball all over again, like overseas part 2.
He'll be like, yo, man, he moved a little strange for like 20 something.
like he looked like he was about to dunk, but his body didn't go up.
Hey, that's what Zion Williamson walked like he 48.
Zion Williamson walk like he about to dunk on every step.
No, you know what? When he's on a basketball court, this dude is fast as hell. When he started walking off the basketball court, he looked like that should make my knees hurt.
Right.
No, that's my worries about his career though.
Me too. Yeah.
How much are his knees going to last?
Y'all seen his legs?
Could end up like Griffin and
nothing on his knees. Them legs just look like 2 dinosaur legs. His knees is fine.
He has 3 trunks, bro.
You better learn how to shoot quick, though. That's for sure.
That's a lot of weight to carry around, and he definitely carries it around pretty well. I mean, look, that's another team that you could talk about. That's they're gonna get some attention. They're not gonna go very far, but they're gonna get some attention.
The Pelicans,
right? The Pelicans, right?
How long is he gonna be out, Zion?
I don't know if he's gonna be. Is he already injured? Is he already?
Yeah,
injured?
he had a foot surgery.
I think he's not gonna be out long. I read something that he's healing soon and he's expected to be at camp and everything like this. So like I think it's like
nice.
It was supposed to be like a few months, but it's getting better quicker.
Yeah.
I mean, look. Can I just pose a question to the entire panel?
Wait. Let me get mine out. Let me get mine out real quick.
Yeah.
I still have mine too.
So you got yours too? Okay, Carolyn, you go ahead and bust yours up.
All right. Well, I said MVP. I said Luka. I'm going to go with Terrence Mann, the Clippers youngster, for most improved player. From what I've been seeing, I said it from the beginning when I saw him. I said, this guy's going to be good. Defensive player of the year, I got Gobert. And coach, I was just kind of switching actually to McMillan, actually, I think. I'm going to go with him, Nate McMillan.
Oh wow.
Yes.
And I'm going to say the Nets out of the East and the Lakers out of the West. I haven't decided yet who's going to win it, though. So do I need to have that prediction, too?
That's why it's called a prediction. We got to do it, y'all.
I'll pick the Nets.
Yep.
So we got 2 for the Nets.
There we go, Caroline. That's the girl right there.
We got 1 for Felix. Who'd you pick as the champs?
Lakers. I said
the Lakers. So we got it's the East Coast rivalry still going. All right.
Yeah.
All right. I guess I got to set it off with my MVP. It's going to be Kevin Durant. This guy right here. What's good, KD? I think it's overdue. It should be his time again, and he got that little season on his belt. He did work in the playoffs. He played like MVP. It's gonna come down to the survival of the fittest. Whoever stay healthy, of course, as always.
But give it to Harden because Harden's dishing out the ball to everybody.
If Harden plays his role really right, because Harden is a crazy playmaker, he gonna make that team better. And the reason why KD gonna shine, because that's how, as we mentioned earlier, that's how KD really shines. You know what I'm saying? Like, especially when he got somebody out there to help him. And okay, most improved player. This one's gonna throw y'all for a loop, because usually at this age you don't really get this. But I'm gonna go ahead and throw in Lonzo Ball.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good pick.
Where the John brothers when you need them? Because they would have started hating right away. They was like, hell no. Don't you never say, you even fix your lips to say no. All that. I mean, what you think? Most improved player, Lonzo Ball, it's not a bad choice. Defensive player of the year, I don't really think nobody played that much defense. I want to give it to somebody like an Embiid or something like this, because Embiid be locking down, and he was kind of in the talks this year, and he's not. I don't think he's going to be in MVP talks again next year. So, and without Ben out there, I think he's going to anyway have to lock down a little bit more. Let's see, And coach of the year, this is about to be a showdown, and I made up my mind just now. It's going to be the Nets. It's the year of the Nets. And I'm saying this because
baby, chip time.
they still nice with even out Kyrie. And they got guys that can hoop. You know what I'm saying? And as long as Harden is there to take care of that position anyway, they're in good hands, especially with KD and the rest of the guys they brought. They got some athletic young players. You know, I was watching some of the summer league and preseason acts. It's gonna be crazy over there, and that's gonna be their year. They're gonna get all the awards from Coach of the Year. It's going to Nash, of course, in the Eastern Conference Finals, Western Conference Champions. Oh my God, it should be the Lakers. Oh my goodness, it should be the Lakers. But I'm gonna go ahead. Let me think about it real quick. I'm gonna.
Go ahead, poop it out.
Yeah, I'm about to do what you did. I think with the addition of Nein, and the reason why I picked the Nets is because of Patty Mills, that addition. That shit kind of changed around there. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Getting more safe.
Yeah.
And that was huge, you know, and they coming in their second season, so they starting to gel, and they would have been crazy already last year without even gelling. The Lakers still have to gel a little bit, you know, and they're going to go through it. And I don't know if they're going to have enough at the end. Glass man, I don't know. But I'm not even ready to give it to the Warriors yet. I'm ready to keep it over there with, I don't even know, man, but I'm going to have to go with the Phoenix.
I was going to say, you're going to go with the Suns.
and the Lakers are going to be run-ups. But I don't think the Lakers can make it through, all the way through. If they do, slap me in the face. I'm wrong as hell, but.
Marcus, I've got a question. So,
Yo.
You know how the Western Conference this year is pretty packed with inside players. So there's a lot of centers and power forwards out there. And you picked the Suns. So my question will be how is Ayton, DeAndre Ayton going to take care of, he has to go against, Dwight Howard. Probably has to go, he probably has to go against DeAndre Jordan. There's a lot of big bodies. So how is he going to handle all that? And that's not the only team. He has to go to Utah too, Denver. They're all big bodies.
He'll be fine. It's a good player.
I mean, that's what it is, I mean, the Lakers, of course, have the advantage there, but when it comes to DeAndre Ayton is 23 years old. You know what I'm saying? He might look like he's 43, but he's 23 years old. And that is a little bit of youth. And, those other guys are still older, and they got to share minutes. And the Lakers do it. Whoever's hot at the moment is the one on the court. And every now and then they make a surprise in the lineup. But he got a little bit of youthfulness to him, and I think that would be to his advantage. But it's like everything, these big dudes, either they playing like a guard, meaning they can shoot and be a threat, like Jokic. He's a major threat outside the line. But guys like DeAndre, Dwight Howard, and DeAndre Jordan, those guys, they're gonna be packed inside. So DeAndre's still gonna have to play his position. He's gonna have to step up. You know what I'm saying? DeAndre Ayton, and that's all that is. It's impact ball. You know what I'm saying? And now it's his time to really see if he can do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, wait, Felix, so that means you speak German?
Yeah, I do.
No.
Ja, ich spreche Deutsch.
Du sprichst Deutsch. Du sprichst Deutsch als Deutschlanddeutsch oder Wiener Deutsch?
Mehr Deutsch als Deutsch. Wiener Deutsch ist nicht so mein Ding. So,
How about Joe? You speak German?
Ja, ich kann auch Deutsch sprechen.
Also, das heißt, wir müssen die nächste Topic alles auf Deutsch hin.
Nein, danke.